The most unique thing on this earth is knowing that Jesus Christ said in Mark 1, they were coming out from everywhere. He was so popular that he went into the desert, and they found him in the desert, and he healed in the desert. Everywhere he went, they came after him because of the signs and the miracles. And he said, no, let us go into the next town and proclaim the gospel. He said, healing is precious and it's needed, but let's go into the next towns to proclaim the gospel of God. He said, let's bring good news to this town and that town and the other towns. He said, let's go into the next towns. And this is what it means when you're filled with this message, when you're filled with this power, when you're filled with this faith. You don't sleep in the services. God means more than sleeping. You want to go into the next town. You're waiting from every word for that night it came through prayer to the preacher. You want to go into the next place and the next place. And that's what we're going to do in Baltimore and the suburbs of Baltimore, as we're already doing. And that's what we're going to do in Central and South America and Europe and throughout Asia. And we are going to do it by the grace of God. And that's what we're going to do as these messages on faith action intensify, and as we build up a capacity for God like we've never had a capacity. And we begin to realize that with the words in our mouth, when our hearts are humble, we derive our life from the Son. We derive our life from Christ. And we don't just say a careless prayer. The prayer is very, very pure and very, very powerful. And God says, when you pray, I give you authority in what you say, because you are a disciple that has been set free indeed. You're confirmed as one of my own disciples. And I send you forth with power and authority to bring the gospel, and over demons and over disease and over minds that are so bad in the world today, crippled and paralyzed by sin. I came to give them something that they've never had from the inside. I came to give them myself. I don't care who they are, and I don't care what they've done, and I don't care where they're at. I want them, and I want to bless them and bless them and bless them and build them up and edify them with post-salvation truth. I want them to enter into the origin of my life and the nature of my compassion and the very beauty of my love and the very joy of my life. He said to somebody that had leprosy, and I love this, he said, son, before he healed him, this is what he said, son, be of good cheer. I love it. He said, son, here's this kid with leprosy, this young man with leprosy. He said, son, come here. Don't be sad. I know you're sad. This is a horrible disease. But he said, be of good cheer. I come to bring you some cheer. And he healed him just like that. You know, in your circumstances, he'd say to you, son or daughter, be of good cheer. Get to know me and my power of resurrection. Be of good cheer and trust me